What's up, Coin Bureau crew? I have something to bring to you today that is going to blow your minds. Would you believe me if I said that Ethereum can go to $16,000 in this cycle? I'm going to show you the solid mathematical concepts behind this idea. I'm going to show you the undeniable Fibonacci extension mathematics that clearly shows the possibility and even likelihood of Ethereum reaching $16,000 within this cycle. Let's get into it. First, what we're going to have to do is go way back in time so I can show you the concept of a Fibonacci extension. When analyzing using the Fibonacci extension, the first step is to do a retracement on the previous trend to find your golden pocket pivot point. And very often with large cycles, you will see a fakie below the 786, the bottom level of your Fibonacci golden pocket. And remember, we are looking at the previous cycle here to give us insight on how to predict the current cycle we're in. First, you find your previous cycle. We are looking at the bear market bottom in December 2016 to the bull market top in January 2018. You take your Fibonacci retracement tool all the way from the bear market bottom to your bull market top and pull it all the way across to give yourself some room for price action. What you will see here is the golden pocket level, first of all, between the 0.618 and the 0.786. And then you will see, as I mentioned, the fake out levels below this golden pocket just to bring more fear, to make everybody capitulate before the real bull market kicks in. The most important thing to identify here is the Fibonacci pivot point. And here we can see the pivot point of this bear market bottom in December 2018 was right here. All you do is go and draw it in. Then you can take out your Fibonacci retracement and switch to your Fibonacci extension tool. You will want to give yourself some more room on the charts here. Simply take your Fibonacci extension tool, which is a 3-click tool, and draw it in once again from the same 2 clicks, bear market bottom on the left, bull market top on the right, and then pull your 3rd click down to your Fibonacci pivot point at the fakie below the golden pocket. Then you can drop it in. What you will see here is the extreme significance of every single Fibonacci extension level. And as you can see, this now gives us an example of just how high we went in the last bull market. We can see that we got 2 blow off tops above the 2.618 Fibonacci extension level. This gives us a lot of insight into the future, so keep this in mind. If you are trading along with us, please do take advantage of this awesome campaign that we have from TOOBIT. You can actually get free capital for your account simply by signing up. So be sure to register at the link in the description, and then you can actually double your bonus when you trade simply $1,000 on perpetuals. There are also very juicy deposit bonuses starting from another $30 just for depositing your first $100. And if you are trading on a larger account, you can see that these deposit bonuses increase the larger the amount you deposit and trade, and this goes up to a juicy $30,000 bonus. So now we clean up the charts and we put our sights on the previous cycle to try and give us some insight into where we're going in this cycle. And remember, history does not repeat itself, but it very often does rhyme. Just like we did for the previous cycle, we simply go and draw in our Fibonacci retracement tool from the bear market bottom to the bull market top, and pull it all the way across to give ourselves some nice room for price action. There we can see once again the fakie just below the 0.786 level, which is the lower level of our golden pocket. And here we can see just how beautifully this golden pocket has played out as one of the ultimate entries for spot and leverage trades on Ethereum. Once we've identified our Fibonacci pivot point, we can then go in and take out our Fibonacci retracement and move over to the Fibonacci extension tool. Give yourself a lot of room here for future price action. Then you go and simply take your Fibonacci extension once again from the bottom to the bull market top and then pull it out across to your Fibonacci pivot point that you have identified. What you will see now immediately is the extreme significance of each and every one of these Fibonacci extension levels. If we quickly zoom in now to recent price action on the daily time frame, we can see that we have now tested this 0.786 Fibonacci extension level once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. This is also part of my bullish outlook. Every time we have tested this level and gotten rejected, we are sucking up that sell side liquidity, and it looks like now Ethereum is entering into an accumulation phase to build momentum to break through this Fibonacci extension. Here we can see a very realistic target above us for once we break this Fibonacci extension that Ethereum is trying to break, we can have a very nice quick ride up to the next Fibonacci extension level, which is the 1 Fibonacci extension level, sitting for us beautifully up around $5,700. This for me is a nice realistic target for even possibly within this year, depending on what happens with Black Swan events, etc. So now if you'll remember on our previous Fibonacci extension, and I'll quickly draw it in again for everyone to recap, from previous bear market bottom to previous bull market top, all the way down to Fibonacci pivot point. Remember that we came at the blow off top somewhere between the 2.618 and 3.618 levels. Keep that in mind now looking at the Fibonacci extension that we have just drawn in. If history does rhyme in some way now, and you can see I've already drawn it in for my own analysis, if we happen to come up to somewhere between the 2.618 and 3.618 Fibonacci extensions on our current cycle, we will reach somewhere around $16,000. And this is the mathematics that is driving my current bullish outlook for Ethereum towards $16,000 within this cycle. We might just get another opportunity to buy up Ethereum at lower levels at the retest of the trend, which is the scene of the crime. As we can see, this is a highly significant pattern here. The main thing to take note of is that we have broken out of the triangle finally with a beautiful rally, not a fake out back into the triangle. But what I want this crew to take note of is that at this breakout of this symmetrical triangle, we have not yet seen a retest of this upper resistance line flipping into support. In institutional trading, this is known as an SOC, a scene of the crime. And what we see here is something criminal on the charts because price has not returned back to the breakout level to retest that resistance and flip it into support. This actually leaves an imbalance on the charts, and this might be the opportunity for one last drawdown on Ethereum, a nice sweep of lower levels to scoop up some Ethereum, bolster your bags for the nice bull run. It could then take months or even years for us to actually fulfill our bull market cycle all the way up to our target. Here is a little bit of fundamental analysis. We see some very famous analysts actually calling and doubling down on their predictions for a 10K Ethereum this year. This is a little bit more bullish than I am for this year, but it does support my move for Ethereum towards 16K, at least within this cycle. If you enjoyed the content, please smash the like button, share the video, and be sure to drop a comment with your thoughts. Let me know if you agree or if you think I'm crazy. And watch out for my next Ethereum video where I will give my personal strategy on how I am trading this move.